Hey there folks, are you somebody who has just signed up to do a marathon? Are you already in the middle of your marathon prep? Well, all I can say is, well done you. You are doing something that is absolutely amazing, takes a lot of fortitude, takes a lot of strength, takes a lot of guts to actually do, so well done you. Today, I wanted to share with you my 5 top tips that are going to help you get through that marathon training, get through your marathon, but also hopefully get you a better time. But before we delve into those, I'm Gavin Noble from Gavin Noble Physiotherapy, and you are watching the 10X Physio channel. What I'd love you to do is to subscribe to our channel so that you get all our free top tips and tricks every week. Hit the notifications button as well, and you will get notified of all those things when they get posted up here. And again, before we delve in, please remember, subscribe, and then now let's start to look at those 5 top tips, and well done you guys. Now, tip number 1, stretch. Stretching is so important for you whenever you are doing any kind of training, and even just for everyday life. So stretching our muscles helps those joints to move within the range of movement that they're supposed to move. So 2 main different kinds of stretching are static stretching and dynamic stretching. 2 very, very different kinds of stretching. So with our static stretching, we use that to increase the length of muscles. We'll probably not use that too much before you go for a run, as research does sort of tell us that static stretching before exercise doesn't necessarily really help our performance. But if we use it in the times before we train and through our working week, then we can use that to help increase the length of the muscle. Now, dynamic stretching, which is a much more active stretch, is something that, yes, you should definitely use before you go for runs. So things like leg swings and lunges, they gently waken up the muscles and get those muscles moving through that range of motion. Very, very useful for you whenever you want to do any form of exercise. So that's tip number 1. Now, tip number 2, strength work. So really fortifying that muscular fortress of the body. Really, really paramount for marathon runners. And I know marathon training really takes and eats up a lot of your time. I know you runners love to run, but one of the most common things that we find here at our clinic is that runners, I don't want to say neglect, but they tend to do less strength work. And remember, a strong body will look after you, so you must do some strength training whilst you're doing your marathon training. So the real things that you want to be really looking after with your strength training are the muscles you're going to use most. That's those muscles of the core, so abdominals, glutes, but also those leg muscles. So again, we start with the calves, the hamstrings, the quads, into the hip flexors, but again, then also into those glutes. So really, you really need to be doing some strength work at least twice a week. What I have done is I'll pop a link in with this video into the comment section, and in there you'll find the top 5 exercises that we tend to give to people when they're training for a marathon. They don't take a long time to do, but if you do something, it's always better than doing nothing. So get stuck in and do a bit of strength training. So now, tip number 3, which is periodization. So I'm pretty sure most people who undertake the preparation for a marathon will do some form of periodization, which is basically getting your body ready for that big day. So 3 main parts of periodization. Starts off with your base building, so that's just getting those first few runs in and just gradually building the miles and getting those miles into the legs. Secondly, we have intensity. So there's different kinds of runs that you can do. You can do long and slow, short and fast. You can do some sprint training. All that helps to improve that cardiovascular fitness and get those miles into the legs. Finally, you have your tapering. So in those final few weeks prior to your marathon and your big day, you go through that tapering stage, which is all about a bit of deload, so just decreasing the amount that you're running. So it's all in preparation to let your body gather the strength that it needs to get you through that big day. And really, with this whole periodization training part, really I would absolutely recommend that you hook up with a running coach who is going to be an expert and be able to guide you through all of that. So that is my tip number 3. Now, tip number 4. Please get in touch with your physiotherapist and get sorted out with regular treatment and regular advice. Okay, so your physiotherapist, I want to say make sure you go see a specialist therapist who can help you with injury prevention. So again, just doing really good detailed assessment, trying to pick up on things in your body that aren't maybe just working just quite as well, just to make sure that you do the right things to help improve that. With that comes looking at your biomechanics, seeing how you move, see what your muscles and joints are all doing, so help to improve that. And then also you've got enhancing that recovery, so things like massage. And again, in the comments below, I'll pop a little link in to take you to another video that tells you all about the benefits of massage. So some really, really good benefits with massage, making sure that you're looking after your body and you're getting that optimal performance out of your body to make sure you get through that marathon and get the time that you deserve, because you've no doubt put all the time and effort into your running and that training. So look after your body and see a specialist therapist. Now, finally, tip number 5, you need to look after your nutrition. Your nutrition will fuel your body for both your training but also for that big day. So again, speak to somebody, get advice from a specialist nutritionist who knows what they're talking about and can advise you on the best things that you need to be doing for your marathon. Okay, so you need to look after your carbohydrates to get that fuel for the body to run, especially for those obviously longer distances where you need those energy reserves in the body. You need your protein to help your muscles, you help them recover from all the hard work that you're doing, because hopefully you'll be doing your strength work. You'll also be doing your running, and that will help those muscles repair. Finally, hydration. I can't explain to you enough how important your hydration is, and again, especially with your electrolytes. When you sweat, you lose so much water from the body. So do get a better understanding of that hydration, your electrolytes, and what you need to be doing with your training, but also for that big day. So again, do speak to somebody who knows what they're talking about. So there you have it. There's my 5 top tips to help you with your marathon training. Again, I just really want to congratulate anybody who is either preparing for a marathon or who's completed a marathon. Well done. You are doing absolutely wonderful things. It's definitely one of those bucket list things that I'm not saying everybody should do, but yeah, most people, everybody's got one marathon in them. But you do have to put in all that prep work for it, and that is months and months of training. So well done to you guys. Now again, if you do like everything that you've found on the video today, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notifications button and get notified of all our videos when they get released. And finally, just enjoy your marathon running and your training. It is hard work. There's a lot of mental effort that goes into it, so just stick with it. Get through the day. Everybody has a different goal, and as long as you get through and hit your goals, then well done to you. So I'm Gavin from Gavin Noble Physiotherapy, and you have been watching the 10X Physio channel. Thank you.